Media.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of DNA Media, the show where we talk about real people with real growth and real success. Today we have a brother that's been through it all, from the grind in the streets to running his own trucking business to flipping charts on the stock market. He's a father of three, a grandfather, and a proud native of the Carolinas. My man, Mr. Michael Moss. What's up, Mike?
I'm all right, man. How you doing? Thanks for the invite.
Man, I appreciate you coming. You got a powerful story. Let's start from the beginning. Where are you originally from?
Originally, I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I moved to Charlotte when I was 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What side of town of Charlotte did you grow up on when you got
I
here?
grew up on the south side. We stayed in Yorkwood, but when I met all my guys in elementary school, they stayed in Springfield. So I was there every day for about the next 30 years.
Yeah.
So, Springfield, Yorkwood, yeah.
What do you remember most about your early childhood years?
Oh, it was great. My mom and dad, they provided for us great. We had vacations, great vacations, all of that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what would you say would be some of your early influences?
My mom and dad, for one, and I used to love Michael Jordan. And actually, I use him now in trading. How he practiced all the time, that's how I am with trading. I'm always looking at these charts. I'm talking about all day, unless I got something to do. I'm in this office, or I'm at the office with my group, trading and just looking over charts.
Oh, yeah. That's good. How did you get into trading?
Well, my father, he was into long-term investing. And back around 2019, he started telling me to buy Bitcoin in this company called MicroStrategy. And when COVID hit, I really started diving in because everything dropped. And Bitcoin and MicroStrategy shot up like crazy. And the bug bit me. I was in ever since then. I started trading about 2 years later because I had a trucking company and I got an injury on my foot and I had to have a partial amputation. So I couldn't drive anymore. And all of the guys who was driving for me, they weren't dependable. So I just got out of it and I said, I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I just looked, I said, I'm already into long-term investing. I just started trading options. Yeah.
What was one of your bigger learning curves once you started to invest early on?
Emotions. I think that's for everybody.
Yeah.
Actually learning to read these charts I'm not gonna say trading is easy because it's not. It gets easy, but learning to read the charts was actually kind of easy for me. But it was an emotional thing, like fear, greed, FOMO, things like that kicks in, and it takes years to get over it.
What exactly is FOMO?
Fear of missing out.
Oh, okay, yeah. Early on, what were some of your biggest pitfalls?
Not being patient. Rushing into trades, knowing that I need to wait until it gets to where I need to get to, and I would not be patient. And it just chopped me up, take all my money.
Yeah. What were some of the things that you did before trading?
I always been a boss. I had 3 trucking companies, 2 landscaping companies, a freight brokerage, online store, janitorial service, and now I have the trading business.
Yeah. Going from the trucking into the stocks trading, do you have to use some of the same skill sets, would you say? Or
no, I'm gonna tell you, I trade everything. I don't just trade stocks. I trade all the markets: forex, futures, crypto, stocks, options. And I'm gonna tell you, if you want to do this and do it for real, you got to change. You got to change who you are, not like as a person, but you got to change like the way you came up, the things that you learned in school. Because the market don't care about how smart you is.
Right.
It does what it wants to do. So you would have to change yourself because like most people would be like fearful, like if they're in a trade and they see a little profit. The way we always bought up was to save money. So most people gonna get fearful and they gonna take a small profit.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you have to really change yourself. And I done read about 30 books on just trading psychology. And it finally kicked in. Now I just sit and wait, and even if I see I'm in profit, but I know it's gonna go to my target, I let it go. Or I just move my stop loss, and that's a whole nother story. But it's a way to do it where you don't have to get scared or get greedy thinking that, it's going to go past where you're thinking it's going.
Right.
Yeah.
When did you realize, okay, this is something I can really make money with this?
When I got in 2020, when my dad told me to buy that Bitcoin and MicroStrategy, I looked, I'm telling you, that was like, man, in 6 months, I said, I ain't never made no legit money like this in 6 months.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was over.
Yeah.
I just dove in, and I'm talking about knee deep. I was in it ever since then.
What's one of the misconceptions that people have about trading that you wish you could clear up?
It's not an overnight get rich scheme.
Yeah.
This is something very serious. And, I read somewhere where the guy was saying that when people ask him, is trading easy? He just asked them, like, who do you know that can make money like traders?
Right.
Doctors, lawyers, these people have to go to school for years, and they spend a bunch of money to do it. So it's not easy. You're going to have to really dedicate yourself, unless you're just doing it as a hobby, which I don't suggest nobody do as a hobby because it'll eat you up.
Right.
You think you're losing a little money, and you look up, you down $10,000 over a period of time. So if you're going to do it, I would say take it serious, and don't be scared to invest in yourself. Yeah. Don't be scared to invest in the knowledge, the education part.
Oh, okay. Do you have a mentor now that you collaborate with, or do you have any kind of schooling that you take into, or you just do it all by yourself?
No, I paid a lot of money to go get trained by professional traders, and I got coaches, I got mentors, I got instructors. It's about 5 or 7 of them. I call them. Matter of fact, I got to meet with my coach on the 20th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I talk to him once a month.
So you would definitely advise getting a coach or?
Definitely. I would say don't be afraid to invest in it because it's going to come back to you.
Okay.
It's going to come back. And when I first started, I was teaching myself like on YouTube. Now, everything works. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't work for you. YouTube didn't work for me. Support and resistance didn't work for me. So when I went to where I went, they taught me how to get in with the institutions. Mm-hmm. So now I'm not doing what the 90% do anymore. I'm not trading trend lines. I mean, not trend lines, support and resistance. Mm-hmm. I'm trading zones, and I know I can read the candles and tell if it's retail buyers or if it's institution buying. And when I see that institution buying going in, I get in with them. Mm. So the education part was real helpful.
Do you ever plan to teach or mentor yourself, or are you just pretty much right now just working at?
I'm teaching my daughter right now. I think one day I will teach. I'm going to have to put together a package, because it's a lot that goes with it. Mm-hmm. But I think one day I will. Right now I'm on the charts too much to teach right now. I really don't got time.
And how does a typical day for you start now that you are a full-blown trader?
Well, first of all, I can get up at 3 a.m. just to go, use the bathroom or something, and I can peep in here and look at the thing. I can see something on the chart. I can set up a trade in, go back to sleep, wake up. I might be like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. But usually I try to get up. I get up at 5, go to the gym. I come back home at about 7. I'm drawing my lines because that's when Asia closes. Asia closes at 7. So I look and I see, if they were bullish or bearish. And then I start drawing my zones. And then when the market, let me see 820 gold opens. So I would trade gold if it shows me what I'm looking for. 9 o'clock crude oil opens, I would trade that. And I won't trade none of the indices, the equities like the SPY and stuff you trade on the stock market. I won't trade none of those until 9:30. And that's if I'm still trading. Most of the time I'm done.
Yeah, so it's a myth to be sitting in front of the computer all day trying to.
You can if you want, but it's not good for you. I tell you that it's not good to just be sitting. Like when I say I sit here all day, it's not technically all day. I go from 8 o'clock to 11, and that's when all the institutions they go on lunch. Mm-hmm. So I go on lunch too. I come back about 12 or 1, and I start finding more zones. If I'm trading afternoon, I find more zones. And then by 2 o'clock, you'll see a turnaround. And when I see what I need to see, I get in. But like I say, a lot of times by then, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done early in the morning, and I'm sitting back. And that's another thing. Trading is probably the most boring thing you do. That's why you need to join the community, unless you come from a family that was in finance.
Right.
Because you're not going to know nobody that do it.
Right.
And you'll be sitting here by yourself.
Especially in our culture.
Right. You'll be sitting here by yourself, and it might take 2 hours for your setup to come. Other day, somebody called me and they was like, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm trading, but really I'm just sitting here looking out the window."
Yeah.
And she started laughing, and I was like, "No, for real." And then probably about 10 minutes later, I seen my setup.
Yeah.
But it took me 2 hours to sit there to see it. It took me 10 minutes to make what I made, like $2,200.
Wow.
And I was done. I was like, I'm done for the day. I'm walking on.
So if you were to talk to a person who just now wanting to get into trading or stocks or anything with financial literacy, what would you tell them? The first thing to do?
First thing to do, I would tell them to start reading books about psychology, about trading psychology, because that's going to be the hardest thing. And then I would say find you somebody, find you a mentor. I mean, if you want to go to YouTube, YouTube works too. It just didn't work for me. Go to YouTube, start watching some videos, find some good traders. You know, some people that's making money, and buy their course. You know, courses on YouTube don't cost that much.
Right.
You know, it just didn't work for me. I had to pay some serious money to learn what I learned and when I became profitable. Yeah, but I would tell them to go to YouTube, and if, you know, that's not working. While you on YouTube, also be looking for a mentor. And I'm telling you now, if they successful, they're not gonna be cheap. They're not gonna be cheap, and they're gonna look at you like, look, I could be trading right now.
Right.
I know you don't want to pay the money.
Time
look, it don't matter to me. I could be trading right now, making triple what I'm charging you. So, like I say, don't be scared to invest in yourself if you really want to do this. You're gonna need a mentor. You're gonna need a community. You're gonna need somebody to talk to. Like I said, unless you come from a family that's come from the financial industry, you know, you're not gonna have nobody to talk to about it, and then you just be sitting there going through it, and then you have your downturn, because you will lose. I don't care who you is, professional or not.
Losing is a part of it.
Losing is a part of it. You have to learn how to lose before it works out for you. So you're gonna need somebody to talk like, man, you know, your mentor, somebody, man, I did this, didn't work out. Because it's an emotional roller coaster. I'm telling you, in the beginning, I know I quit every day for 5 minutes, and then I would come right back and be like, nah, you even take my money like that. But it still took me years
to develop that.
To develop, and where I'm at now, like I said, it's not easy in the beginning, but it gets easy. Like one of my instructors say, it gets to the point where you like you walking down the street like, oh, $5,000 on the ground.
Right.
It gets that easy to where like it's like that, but I'm telling you, it's an emotional roller coaster in the beginning. It'll have you up and down. You gonna want to quit, and I would say don't quit, especially if you're serious. Because trust me, I don't care if it take years. I don't care how much money you lose. When you get it, you'll be like, man, shoot, that was just a business expense. That little money I lost, that was a lot of money, but that was just a business expense.
Right.
I'm doing that. You know, it took me no time to make it back once I got it down packed.
What about the people who feel like trading is similar to gambling? What would you
A lot of people feel like that, and that's why I tell anybody that asks me about it, I tell them, look, tell everybody what you're going to do, but do it first, because people going to say stuff like that, like gambling. One of my partners said that I almost didn't talk to him no more. For real, they going to say stuff like that. They going to say stuff like, look, that's a scheme. Because they don't know what you're doing.
Right.
And that's another reason why I say get in the community. Because you don't want to be, you're going to be happy. I'm telling you, you're going to be happy about it. You're going to tell everybody. And everybody ain't looking at you crazy. They don't know what you're doing. Right. So what you expect them to say? So I would say don't listen to nobody. If you really want to do this, don't listen to nobody. This is a very rewarding career once you get it down. Right. Like I just told you, you be sitting in here like I'm about to start playing golf. I be sitting in like 9 o'clock, I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. And I'm just sitting here because, you know, I'm retired. Well, fourth retired because of my foot, but I'm retired, so I don't have nothing to do. So it's like, man, you got to find you something to do. It's the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. So I wouldn't listen to none of the negative stuff. If this is what you want to do, I'm talking about you got to focus though. You got to focus. You got to get your reps in. You got to do it every day. Pick an hour or two out of every day, especially if you work. And get on the charts. Yeah. Just get on the charts and look at it. Just get on the charts when the market is open, and that's a good thing about futures Forex. It's always open, except on the weekend. In an hour, futures close like an hour a day during the week. But you can just sit back and watch the candles. Just watch what they do, and just get on the chart and do that every day. And it's just like basketball. That's why I mentioned Jordan. Steph Curry, you know, he said he was shooting like 1,000 shots a day when he was like 13.
Exactly, yeah.
Why do you think he can come out the tunnel right now and just throw it up and it goes in?
He done practiced it.
He done did it 1,000 times, so this is the exact same.
Right.
you have to get your reps in. And then when you start trading, trade with paper money. When you start trading with real money, start out real small. Because like I say, that's where the emotions are going to kick in at. It's going to be different when you start playing with your real money.
Yeah, absolutely.
You be in here like, oh, Lord, you be getting out of trades because you're down a little bit and then it turn around. Or you would take a profit. You take a $100 profit when you could have made $6 because you were scared of losing $100.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you got to get your reps in and you got to be serious about it. This ain't no joke. I'm telling you, a lot of people might think this is some type of scheme or it's like gambling. It's only gambling if you don't know what you're doing and you YOLOing in, you just throwing your money in. If you learn how to read them charts, then it's not gambling. It's getting the odds in your favor.
Right. Oh, yeah, most definitely. That was
Yeah.
the answer. What would you say was the most important? Would you say it's the discipline of it, the emotions of it, or the patience of it?
All three.
All three?
All three, because you're going to have to be disciplined enough. I'm telling you, you'll be sitting here and you're going to be so excited in the beginning. You'll be looking, you just be tapping, losing money, tapping. You have to be disciplined enough to wait to come to where you wanted to come to before you get in. And you have to be patient enough to wait. And, you know, that's just what it is. And in the beginning, nobody's like that. We all have human emotions. That's why I say I think emotions mess with that's going to be everybody's biggest problem if you ask me, because we all have human emotion. And you can't think like the 90%, because the way it goes, the 90% lose money, 90% of traders lose money, 9% break even, and 1% make money. So you have to be part of that 1%. You can't think like 90%. You can't think like a retail trader who's sitting at home just doing it and don't know what he's doing.
Absolutely.
You need to figure out how to trade with the institutions, because they're the 1%. They're the ones who making the big money, and if you can figure out how to trade with them, then you're not fooled no more. You with them. But until then, you fool. You dumb money. They call us dumb money. Because they know they going to do something. They going to manipulate something. They were like, watch the dumb money. Look, they go to dumb money. We wanted to sell.
Yeah.
It's already up here. We done made $100 million. We want to sell, but our position is so big, we need some dumb money. So what we going to do is, like, you see people on the trade in a little trading floor. I don't know if they have trading floor. They might do. Some places we got one. But you'll see people like, back. They doing that so that they can draw the dumb money in. It keeps going up. Then we like, oh Lord, it's going up. Get in. And then they say stop. And when they stop buying, they start selling, because all of us, oh Lord, we buying. So you just have to learn how to not be fooled, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, you gonna be fooled, and you gonna be like, man, and you gonna be thinking like, man, the market knows where my stop loss is. That's not true. They just know where all the dumb money stop loss is.
Right. So what an average mind is.
They know. All it's millions of stop losses right here, up under that support what they use on YouTube. But what they not tell on YouTube is it's a whole zone. So you shouldn't be worried about the support and resistance. I mean, you can use it, but you need to use zones, because they gonna come through and they gonna get all them stop losses, because this is where they want to buy it. And you gotta think, you already done bought. The dumb money already bought. They put the stop loss right here. They know if we drop it down just like this, kick them out, we gonna buy all of their positions. And then we're gonna take it back up. This is our zone. This is an institutional zone. This is where we like to buy it. They don't know that. Only thing they know is this is support.
Right.
So what we gonna do, we gonna come down and we gonna go a little bit through support just to kick you out, take your money, buy your stuff, and we're gonna run it back up. So the education is the biggest part to me.
Yeah, definitely.
And not listening to people. Don't listen. I'm telling you, people gonna hate. People gonna hate on trading. I'm telling you that now. People gonna be like, man, what did you doing?
Yeah.
I know when I paid, man, people was like, you paid what? And I'm like, well, if I went to college,
Right.
and paid them $100,000, you wouldn't be worried about that. This is Traders Cop. So I just had to stop listening to people, and then everything clicked. Now the only thing they hearing from is, hey, I made this today. Shoot, for real? What do you be doing? It's gonna cost you now. Now I'm
You're
not
gonna get reimbursed in the long run.
Oh, you're gonna get reimbursed real quick once you learn how to get it down. Yeah. And then people want me to show them, but it's like, hey, now, man, you got to pay me too.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm a professional just like the people who taught me. You got to pay me too. But it's worth it. It's worth it. I'm talking like that. So like you was asking me earlier, do I have a thing about teaching? I'm going to put a package together sooner or later.
How do you go about being that you're a father and a grandfather now, of getting your kids involved in trading earlier than you did?
Well, my adult kids, I just got my oldest. I just gave her a lesson yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
My two youngest, you know, they grown, so they like, man, you know, we like it, but we want to go buy some clothes or whatever they doing. They
kind of like what we was doing.
Yeah, don't seem like they listening too much. So I just told them, let me open them up an account under my account, and they just put in whatever they gonna put in every check, and I will match it, and I will manage their portfolio. My grandson, he number 2, but every time he come over, we looking at a chart.
Yeah.
He don't know what he looking at, but he blah 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 whatever he saying, and then by the time he get a little older, he gonna know. Like, Papa, that's his own right there.
Yeah.
I manage his account. Started about 3 months ago. He already his whole account is up like 40%.
Oh wow.
Already.
Oh wow.
Y'all know what I'm doing.
Yeah. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, man. Before we get out of here, I see you got like daily goals and all that. What is all that about?
Well, I trade with prop firms. I have like 3 prop firm accounts plus my personal account. So in my prop firm, the first one I try to make $1,000 a day at least. The second one I try to make 1,000, and the third one I try to make between 2 and 3 because it's bigger.
Oh, okay.
It's like a $150,000 account, $100,000 account.
And that's with prop firm?
That's a prop firm trading their money. And then in my account, I just make $500 a day. Something that I don't even touch. I don't even pay myself with it, and I just let it grow.
Oh, okay.
And I also long-term invest. I've been doing that for 5 years. You know, that's in a Roth IRA, so I don't never touch it.
Oh.
That's just something I'm gonna have for retirement.
Before we get out of here, how do you feel about AI? Well, do you think that's gonna be a part of our everyday future?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's gonna be, give it a few more. It is now. It is now. You see Amazon laying people out because they putting robots in there. It's a car company in China. They say it's a dark site. They don't even have power in the building. It's one human, bunch of robots, and they spitting out. They building cars left and right so fast, it's crazy. So it's like, don't be scared of it. We just gotta prepare. And that's why I tell everybody, learn. First of all, start long-term investing. And if you into it, learn how to trade. You don't got to worry about losing your job. And they got AI in trading, but that don't mean I can't do it. I don't need AI. It's, you know. So I would say AI is gonna be here. So first of all, get long-term investment. That's for everybody. Now everybody's not gonna want to trade. You know, you gotta be kind of crazy to trade because who wants to lose money like that? You know, I'm just one of the ones that don't quit at nothing.
Right.
You know, when I told you how many business I had.
Right.
I won't quit at nothing. I'm gonna keep going until I get it. So in the beginning, when I was losing money, I was like, man, I just look at it as tuition. This was before I went to my people. So I'm like, that's just tuition. That's just tuition. And after a while, it's like, man, am I ever gonna get it? You start questioning yourself.
Right.
Don't let none of that get in your head. Keep going, and one day it's gonna pop. There's plenty of people who blew accounts, like $100,000 accounts, and you like, you did what? And like, yeah, but now I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, I mean that happens to most millionaires. They probably lost some money before they made it.
Right, and they not scared to take a risk. You gonna have to take a risk, you know, because you're not gonna get rich from working.
Absolutely.
You got to do something, and I'm not saying it got to be trading. I'm saying everybody should invest. You should long-term invest. Everybody. If you like trading, I would dive deep into it because that's probably the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. And if not that, then find your side business. Don't just work. Don't just give them people all your life. You know, do something for you because you're not going to get rich just working for them. And then take some of your money and always invest it. Let your money work for you.
Absolutely.
You know, poverty mindset, say put it in the bank, put it in a savings account. Do you not know savings account giving you like that much interest? If you would have put that same, let's say you got $10,000 in the savings, you might make $80, $100 a year. Do you know if I take $10,000 right now and put it into my futures account, by the end of the year, man, I don't even know what it'll be, but it's gonna be large. I'm telling you, it's gonna be large. So even if you just long-term investing, find you some good ETFs, and I'm telling you that little $100 you made at the bank, it's not gonna be able to mess with that either. It's not gonna go as fast as me trading because it's ETF. But trust me, you're getting 10% on the SPY on average every year. You don't get that in no savings account. So that's what I mean by People have to change the way they think, and I think that's all of us because we all went to school, and school taught us all to be employees.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start making your money work, then you start thinking like the rich.
Absolutely.
You change your mindset, think like the rich. And you might only make a certain amount, but trust me, if you start investing in about 10 years, you're going to look and be like, man, I done killed my job. Now, I'm not saying quit.
Right.
But it's like, man, if I done had this money in the bank, it would have been nothing. Look at it now 10 years later. Yeah. Trust what I'm telling you now. Everybody needs to invest. And don't be scared. Don't be scared because the market does this, but don't be scared. It always goes back up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you think made NVIDIA such a dominant player in the AI and GPU space?
They just the biggest, man. They got so much money over there. They like how Apple was when Apple was number one. Apple had so much money, it was like nobody could beat them besides like Microsoft. They got so much money they can invest into AI and all these different things that other smaller companies can't do. Back 10 years ago when people were talking about AI, a lot of these companies, NVIDIA is one of them. NVIDIA was so small back then, but they was only making chips for video games.
Wow.
And they thought about it was like AI. And they just started investing in AI, and now they the biggest company on the stock market. The first company ever worth $4 trillion. So that's a company that, that I got, and I would never sell that.
Yeah.
I never sell that. And Palantir is another one. They do cybersecurity, but they heavily involved in AI, getting a bunch of government contracts. I'll never sell that. And other than that, I got ETFs. I don't really want too many single stocks. I don't really buy too many single stocks, especially since I started day trading futures. It's like I only want my money tied up in my retirement account. Other than that, I got other accounts. Now I got an account where I do straight options in, but I won't buy no stock in it because I just don't want my money to sit in stocks. So I love to buy ETFs, NVIDIA, and Palantir. I buy them all the time. I don't care what the price is. And crypto, I buy that all the time too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go, if you could talk to someone who had absolutely no knowledge of anything and they just wanted to try something different, what would you tell them to start, Mr. Moss?
I mean, I can tell you about trading, man. I'm telling you, it's the most rewarding.
That's it.
It's gonna hang
so
you down.
So you say it's better than trucking and everything you tried before this?
Man, I love trucking. I love it, but I'm telling you, dog, if I would have known about trading, that would have been the only business I would have started. Wow. I wouldn't have started no other business. Because you think about it, in the trucking business, I had to get out there when people called in. I had to work. I had to go do physical labor, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But, shoot, man, if I knew I could sit at the computer for a few hours, I would have been on this.
Definitely.
So, yeah, I'm telling you, first start off long-term investing, build a foundation. Get some ETFs, get S&P 500, VTI, VOO, build that up. But while you building that up, if you want to trade, start learning how to trade and trade with paper money. It's the real market, it's just not real money. So you can try setups that you like and find out what you like. And then once you say, okay, I found one I like, do 30 trades and see if you profitable. I don't care if you're $100 profitable, don't matter. And that's another thing, institutions, they only like 30%. Their win rate is at 30. They win 30% of the time, lose 70. And everybody like, how they make money? Because as you get into it, trust me, there's a bunch of rules you need to follow so you won't blow your account. They're making like probably 10 to 1. You never know. They might be risking $1 million to make 10 million, and then those are just little numbers to them, but that's how they make so much. That's how they able to make so much money and only win 30% of the time. You can do the same thing. You find a setup that you like, do 30 trades. If you make money, do 30 paper trades again. You make money, put a little bit of money in your live account, do it, and don't be scared when it don't work out. You can't switch up your plan. If you like rally-based drops and zones, then that's what you need to trade. I don't care because you're going to lose. I'm going to tell you that. That's one thing. I don't know if that's a myth that people have. They see people on the internet with Lamborghinis and stuff. Yeah. Them people lose too. Trust me. The market does what it want to do. So you have to get it out your mind. You have to stop thinking, you got to be right or wrong. It's another thing. Go with school. You go to school. What they do? You get good grades. You right. They celebrate. You get bad grades. Like, oh, you done messed up.
Yeah.
And the market is totally different. That's why I say you got to change. You got to change yourself, because it's not about being right or wrong. It's about making a trade plan, finding a setup that you like, follow your setup no matter how many times you lose until you adjust it right, and then just keep doing it. Keep doing it. It don't matter how smart you is. The market don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
You can be. I got engineers that's at the spot where I'm at. And we all was food. All of them. It don't matter if you an engineer. It don't matter if you a doctors too. It don't matter. This is something totally different. You don't have to be gonna graduate high school. A lot of people started middle school doing this.
Right.
So just pick whatever you gonna do. I just love trading. That's why I'm talking about business. Do something other than work and dive into it. Don't half-ass it. Dive into it. And I'm telling you, I'm a testimony, I guess. I dove into it, and trust me, I was down. I lost for 3 years.
Yeah.
They ain't do nothing but make me more mad or like quit, because most people quit. Most people quit, like, I'm take my loss. I'm like, man, shoot, you got to take all my money. I don't think you ever better do that, because there's plenty of money out here. They print money every day.
Absolutely.
Now I'm a money printer.
Yeah.
I wake up and I print my own money. I go to the computer, follow what my instructors told me, and shoot, I print my own money. I ask myself, well, how much money you want to make today? Well, I want to make this much. But as long as I got enough money in my account, because I can only risk a certain amount of my account. I don't care if I got $100,000 in the account. I'm only going to risk 1% a day. Yeah. So that's $1,000. I'm only going to risk that. And if I got a small account, I'm only going to risk 1% because you don't want to blow your account.
Right.
So, but other than that, once you grow your account, you wake up literally and be like, how much money I want to make today? Okay, I got this much in the account. Okay, I'm gonna make $5,000 a day.
Sky is literally the limit.
Sky is, you gonna bust through there. You gonna be somewhere out in space. I'm telling you, this is the greatest thing ever. So that's my advice. And I'm gonna put this package together. You know what I'm about to learn. Tell them come out later.
Absolutely, Mr. Moss. I appreciate you for coming. Your story is a proof that you can always exceed your greatest expectations. You can start in one part of your journey and end in another. I'd like everybody to like, share, and subscribe, and please leave a comment. Mr. Moss, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for having me, bro.
We gone.